Good day everyone. Today I'm going to talk about solving quadratic equation by extracting square roots. At the end of the lesson, we are expected to familiarize perfect square numbers and variables, solving quadratic equations by extracting square roots. Positive negative square roots. The square root of a positive real number can be positive or negative. Thus, in order to avoid confusion on what square root is being asked, the positive square root or principal square root of a positive real number x is denoted square root x, while the negative square root of a positive real number x is denoted by negative square root x. If both square root are required, the notation becomes positive negative square root x. Positive negative square root 16 equals positive negative 4 positive negative square root of 16. The expression positive negative 4 is read as positive and negative 4. Here are some of the example on how to find the square root. Number 1, the square root of 25 is 5. The square root of negative square root 64 is negative 8. The square root of positive negative square root 4 over 9 is positive negative square root 2 over 3. The square root of square root negative 4 is undefined. Here's another example on how to find square root. Number 1, negative square root 49 is negative 7. The square root of square root 225 is 15. The square root of positive negative square root 144 is positive negative 12. Lastly, the square root of negative square root 36 over 49 is negative 6 over 7. Square root property. This is one method that can be used to solve quadratic equations. It states that if x squared equals c, then x equals square root c, or x equals negative square root c, where c is a real number. There are three ways on how to do it: words, numbers, and algebra. Words. To solve for x in the quadratic equation of the form x squared equals c, take the square root of both sides of the equation. Numbers. X squared equals 17. Square root x squared equals square root 17. X squared positive negative square root 17. Algebra. If x squared equals c and c is a positive real number, then x equals positive negative square root c. Solve by extracting the square roots. There are four ways to solve by extracting the square roots. Number 1, using square roots to solve x squared equals c. Number 2, quadratic equation with only one solution. Number 3, quadratic equation with no real solution. And lastly, quadratic equation with two solutions. Example number 1, using square roots to solve x squared equals c. The problem is x squared equals 64. Solution: x squared equals 64. Square root x squared equals square root 64. X squared positive negative 8. The solutions are 8 and negative 8. Example number 2. Using square roots to solve quadratic equations. Problem: x squared plus c equals 6. Solution: x squared plus c equals 6. Subtract 6 from both sides. X squared plus 6 minus 6 equals 6 minus 6. The answer is x squared equals 0. Take the square root of both sides. Square root x squared equals positive negative square root 0. The answer will be x equals 0. The solution is 0. Example number 2. Using square roots to solve quadratic equations. Problem: 9x squared plus 16 equals 0. Solution: 9x squared plus 16 equals 0. Subtract 16 from both sides. 9x squared plus 16 minus 16 equals negative 16. Divide both sides by 9. 9x squared over 9 equals negative 16 over 9. The answer will be x squared equals negative 16 over 9. Next, take the square root of both sides. Square root x squared equals positive negative square root negative 16 over 9. The answer will not be a real number. X equals positive negative square root negative 16 over 9. There is no solution since the square root of a negative radicand is an imaginary number. Last example, quadratic equation with two solutions. Using square roots to solve quadratic equations. The problem is 2x plus 4 square root equals 18. Solution: divide both sides by 2. 2x plus 4 squared over 2 equals 18 over 2. The answer will be x plus 4 squared equals 9. Take the square root of both sides. Square root x plus 4 squared equals positive negative square root 9. Write two equations using both the positive and negative square roots and solve each equation. The answer of that is x plus 4 equals positive negative 3. Now we're going to use both the positive and the negative. X plus 4 equals 3 or x plus 4 equals negative 3. Now we're going to subtract it to 4. X plus 4 minus 4 equals 3 minus 4, or x plus 4 minus 4 equals negative 3 equals 4. The answer would be x equals negative 1 or x equals negative 7. The solutions are negative 1 and negative 7. That's all. Thank you for watching. Bye!